The driver of a garbage truck, police say, struck and killed a 4-year-old boy last year, facing a slew of citations tonight, but no criminal charges.
And it turns out that there are no charges for the truck company either. Our Kimberly Howard went to get some answers on this one, and she joins us now live. Kimberly, what have you been able to find out tonight?
Well, Liz and Greg, according to Albany police, what happened in this intersection just about a year ago was just a tragic accident. But the family of that young boy, they do have a civil lawsuit pending. Meanwhile, the district attorney's office says their investigation isn't over. Next month will mark 1 year since 4-year-old Ashikor Rahman was struck and killed by a garbage truck in Albany.
The mother and the little boy did absolutely nothing wrong. They were walking across the street, and that mother was holding her child's hand.
After a lengthy investigation, Albany police cited the driver, just the driver, James Kelly, with a laundry list of violations. Nothing criminal. Worn tires, a busted turn signal, bad brakes. How is just the driver in this case being charged and not the company?
The driver is being cited those violations because he was the driver of that vehicle. Once he got in the vehicle, he was responsible for that vehicle.
The company is ICS Waste and Recycling Incorporated. The statement they released the day of the crash reads, in part, the child had jumped over a snowbank and out into the road without warning. We have received no information as to where the parents of the child were. That's not at all what police say happened.
The Albany Police Department's investigation has concluded. It's over.
But the Albany District Attorney's Office says their investigation continues. ICS had no comment when we called them. And no one was around when we dropped by to ask how they maintain their fleet of garbage trucks. Meanwhile, Rahman's family has filed a civil lawsuit against ICS, but that's pending. Perry Silver is the Rahman's attorney.
They gave it a very thorough and comprehensive look.
On the phone, Silver told us a judge is considering whether a civil lawsuit against the city should be dismissed, whether a crossing guard who was helping someone cross on the other side of the street that day is somehow liable. Silver had no timetable for when that decision might be made, and for the Rothmans, he says that really doesn't matter.
This is a tragedy for which there's no comparison, and it's a cut that'll never heal, a wound that'll never heal.
Now, we also reached out to the attorney who represents that driver, James Kelly. We haven't yet heard back. Meanwhile, Kelly will be in Albany traffic courts on February 1st. We're live in Albany. Kimberly Howard, CBS 6 News.
Thank you, Kimberly. A Nassau man accused of vehicular manslaughter pleaded not guilty in Rensselaer County Court this morning. Prosecutors say 27-year-old Edward Ferguson drove into the path of an oncoming car. This happened at routes 66 and 20 in Nassau last July. His passenger, Christopher Sharley, was killed. The driver of the other car was injured, and police say Ferguson was driving drunk. Ferguson faces 19 counts in all.